kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Back to throw, it's Rossi. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll return it for around the 50. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point.
Breaks into the open. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Rebels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Got it near midfield. Can they catch him? It's a touchdown. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that can have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Quarterback has to protect himself. Gets down with the slide. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Off the play fake. Not a little time. Lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes.
No one can catch the ball.
Just they're not on the same page all the time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw, it's Rossi. Just a short pass to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is good. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete on the crosser. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Now they'll run the draw. Got some room at the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the
Touchdown! Great job by the
are frustrating because you think you might get points and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Smith dropping to pass. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Now they'll run it to the right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Listen, you've got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to put back. The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll move the tight end. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. Wide open spaces. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they're in for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Rebels will hustle to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. inside the 10, first and goal from the 8.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Paul. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurt them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration.
Max going for the goal line. And he hammers his way in for a touchdown.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Wants to throw. It's Rossi. Pocket breaking down. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Catch it. Catch it. Oh, my God. Hold on. What the fuck just happened? I'm in user position. I'm hitting triangle, and I accidentally hit the pause button. Oh, what a fucking loser. God damn.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second.
Dude, I'm just not reacting very well.
He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down.
Dude, catch the ball, man.
See if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. Stands in and takes the hit. And it'll be intercepted.
Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Oh, my goodness.
Rain starts coming down. The ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls. Go out and make some big plays.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. him be checked out. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Here we go. The give on the option. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll go to the air on second and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Rebels,
I mean, everybody's dropping the ball except for their DB who intercepted him.
Really get into this one. Halted in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I don't know if they continue to do what I've done.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there.
I guess he can't throw it for him.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Takes the easy throw to the front. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. Will be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun on third down.
Dude, my quarterback is struggling. I mean, these are basic throws that he's just missing. I mean, there's no reason that.
This week, man, it's freezing cold, and he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off top.
Big man has it as a first down and more. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap in the shotgun. And he's got it in the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. There he goes.
Dude, get the fuck out of my way, guys. Man, get in the way of greatness.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, it's so retarded.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target. But just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
A big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dances away to buy time. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets and the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it.
Whatever. Fuck you. Whatever.
Listen to the advice. It takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Corner's going to give them room. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive.
Oh, shit.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense is...
Dude, why are you running the route like that?
Something has to change. That was a good start.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. His punt return is one. He's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but...
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in the lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Smith dropping to pass. first down, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. A third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's French. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical on this defense.
He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Release to the back. This time it's complete. And he will house it. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. Man down on the play as as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down.
Get set. Go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down.
Dude, just get this fucking game over with, man. Every play, someone's getting fucking hurt.
Playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there.
I mean, and the freaking CPU put on shoot clock.
Here's the handoff. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure.
Throws toward the end zone.
Ah!
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
It'll be third and long. Smith dropping to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Looking left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Back to pass. It's Rossi. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants it all. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here.
Whatever. This is so stupid.
They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Odom. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Longo. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Longo. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. Window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. But it would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to.
Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock, you can run the football, you can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, get that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. Smith wants to throw. He lets it fly.
He can't fucking catch anything.
I'll tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Unleashes it. And it's incomplete. The long pass on first down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today,
So my guys couldn't catch Jack Diddley's squat all game, and their guys can do that type of shit. I'm still going to throw one deep. I'm going to give it a shot.
that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jason.
Well, the chemistry between the two guys has to be great when they're going into this because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Smith dropping to pass. Got the back over the middle. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever